Hi guys, welcome back. On this one we're going to talk about the piston and the crankshaft, how it all works, how all this stuff that we've been talking about in previous videos actually gets its momentum, how it keeps spinning, how does it do that? Well, that's all done by this piston. This drives your engine. And it does this with 4 strokes. So it starts off with a intake. So what it will do is it will come down, and what that does is it creates a suction as well, and it will bring in the air and fuel mixture. And what that does then is it will then come back up to compress that very tightly up to top dead center. And then what we will do is you will get a fire from your spark plug in the top of the chamber. That will fire, and that will then push this back down. And then, so that is your combustion stroke, and then it will come back up, which is your exhaust stroke, and that will push out all of the stuff that it's just created in there from that explosion back out. And then guess what? It starts again from the first one, which is intake. So it will go back down, sucking all the air, fuel mixture and all that into it. And what that does is it continues doing this at a very immense speed, and it just continues to pump like that. And in our previous videos, you kind of see how all this links and how this runs. So when you start the engine, your starter motor starts, and what that does is it creates this momentum to go. It will start off your ignition coil, which will start off your spark plug. It pulls in the fuel and air mixture, and that's what gets it going. So when you want to stop this, you've got to click your kill switch, which will stop the spark. So you will get a bit of momentum still, because it's still cycling and slowing itself down. But what it will do is it'll stop the spark, so this will eventually slow down to a point where it can't combust anymore. And that is the basics on how this kind of runs. There's a lot more animations and amazing stuff on YouTube that you can look and see just exactly how this piston works inside there when it's running on this top end, which we've taken off, because this sits on here and it slides into this chamber in here. And as you can see there, we've got our inlets, and they are built up with carbon in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them a really good clean to ensure that there's no issues underneath this carbon build-up. This is pretty normal to see with an engine. It's an old engine, it's been running a long time, so it is very normal to see this. So in the next video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cleaning all this up to ensure that it is right. I am going to order some new seals, oil seals and piston seals, to ensure that it is put back together in a really, really good way and it is sealing correctly. And we've got some new gaskets and all that stuff coming as well. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.